friend or someone that can speak Spanish, pack them the fuck up. Hello thinkers, we are leaving Tulum, so we're just gonna go around and get our little final thoughts of what we thought about Tulum. So Miss Unapologetic, what did you think about your whole stay of Tulum? Give your pros, your cons. Should people come? What's what?
I think that people should come due to the last post that I just posted on my Instagram. Like, I enjoy vacations based on it being scenic. So Tulum is beautiful, the flowers, the trees. I love water that I could see the color of my toes through. All of that is beautiful. Other positives, I think that they kind of remind me of Miami. Like, if you don't get a rental car, there's still things walking distance that are doable. Like, you definitely could still walk to a nice place to find tacos. You could probably walk somewhere to find drinks if you're into things like that. Hookahs everywhere. I like that. Some people are hookah people, so it seems like a lot of restaurants serve hookah as well. Some don't. The negatives, speaking of that, like me and Gabby talked about, the drinks are not strong. Like, don't even think if you drink Hennessy or you drink Don Julio at home, you might as well just mix it up, because I picked Hennessy drinks and still didn't taste the Hennessy. I picked Don Julio drinks, still didn't taste the Don Julio. We got a bottle from the liquor store that Gabby froze, and y'all will see it actually froze through the bottle. So what I'm saying is, what did you think you were doing?
Alcohol does not, you see this? It is not supposed to freeze. But this alcohol right here
frozen.
is frozen.
So we trying to tell y'all this is not real alcohol.
I caught because I'm like,
yes.
You can't put Hennessy in the freezer.
It will never freeze.
This
is not real alcohol. Y'all can't get drunk in Tulum because they not serving real alcohol. We done figured it out now.
Which has me feeling like, also don't even try their bottom shelf liquor. Because at home, how we could get New Amsterdam and it's still going to get you fucked up. Svedka is still going to get you fucked up. Their cheap
and not
liquor,
freeze.
Yeah, exactly. Our liquor is real and it will still get you fucked up. Even the $20 bottles. So that was a con. They really need to get the roads together, I won't lie. Like, it literally, like, we're from New York. We could deal with a little pothole, a little bump in the road, a little, a sewer cover that's too high out the ground and things like that. But this shit is literally like what I imagine of if we got a little ATV in Africa and was trying to drive through the real safari. Like, you really just feel like you're ATV riding the whole time.
How the streets look, y'all. Like, nobody is rushing on these type of streets. I had to make a couple bands by my lonely. Fuck nigga, I don't wanna be your homie. Turn right.
Turn right. I don't see where. Until you get to like the main roads. And it's not a con, but it was different to me. They don't have like fruit stands like frequently. They don't have ATMs placed frequently. Like, you might have to drive a couple blocks before you find an ATM. Things like that I'm not really feeling, because nobody was exchanging 10,000 US dollars at the airport. So it's like, if I need to stop at the ATM, I wish it was like in America, where it's like you can find an ATM at a gas station or a pharmacy or a 7-Eleven. Even damn near they 7-Elevens just will not have an ATM in it. So and keep in mind that I would say going to the bank is probably the easiest, but just keep in mind the conversion. They took out $34.48 for taking out that one transaction. Yeah, US dollars. When I had looked back, I'm like, I only took out 100. It's more so like taking out 150 if you go to the bank. So that's a thing too. Yeah, but positives, like I said, is beautiful. I can't say that I felt unsafe.
Yes.
Or I felt like Tulum isn't used to black people. They totally don't treat you like an eyesore.
Yeah.
Anybody that was staring here and there, I'm just assuming, because I mean, I'm a bad bitch, so of course they don't look sometimes. Like, we done been in a couple restaurants and Joy said people was looking. It's like, look. But I didn't feel like it was in a way like, why are they coming in here? Like, when we went to the little taco place, like, they serve everybody the same. If they have shitty service, everybody gets shitty service. Even.
And if they have great service,
then everybody gets great service.
Great.
Overall, Tulum has been cool. It's been beautiful. I think we picked a great Airbnb.
Yes, the Airbnb was lovely.
Beautiful access to
Everything.
5-10
minutes. I mean, 10 to 15 minutes from everywhere.
Yeah, so
Definitely.
I would definitely stay if you stay in the Tulum area. Figure out where we stay by, Cala, something. You'll be able to, like I said, walk, but preferably drive everywhere. So yeah.
Okay.
That's Tulum for me.
Happy Black Princess. Pros, cons.
So the pros for me would definitely have to be the aesthetics. I love the architecture. I like the fact that they try to preserve as much of the natural habitat as possible. I did enjoy the cenotes. They were really beautiful. I like the fact of the matter that I don't know, there's so many of them and they're different. They're just different from the other ones. So it makes you want to see what this one has, has different from the next one. I definitely enjoyed the fresh fruit. I love the fact that there are like mango spots on the side. I'm a big mango eater, so I really did appreciate that.
They're warm though, just noting.
Yeah, well. Other things that I did like the fact of, for the most part, people all around was really nice, so I like that. And like you guys said, the Airbnb was really good. I enjoyed the Airbnb.
Yeah.
I love the no. Just like back home, they have people in the street that try to wash your car. Somebody was trying to wash our car, and I'm like, no, because then they're gonna charge us, and we're not paying for it. Then earlier there was a lady. She was juggling with her baby on her back. She had an all white face on.
Yeah.
Joy does not like clowns.
There was one person that was juggling a soccer ball. Yeah. Another person that was like Spider-Man. He was like under a tunnel and he was on a bungee thing. So he was jumping up like Spider-Man.
Dance team that was dancing together. It's just like New York where you have performers.
Yeah, they just stop in the middle of the street.
Tell them about the snacks on the side of the road.
Yes, it's not no peanuts and stuff like that. Like, they do have hot dogs though. They have a lot of hot dog stands, so I'm gonna give them that. That's pretty similar. But it's like I forgot what they're called because I had a Mexican friend that like is very popular and they put hot sauce and stuff on it. Yeah, it's a Mexican candy and they could put like hot sauce and stuff. They also have like these like granola type bars, yeah, like peanut type bars and stuff like that. Yeah, with caramel and chocolates and stuff like that. So I mean, if you're into that, that's cool. But like, I would have loved. Yeah, it's just like, it's not what I'm used to, and it's not super appetizing to me. But yeah, that's there too.
And so what I would do different is I would probably rent a car from the airport for the drive out to Tulum. Then I would probably exchange it and take a taxi to the Strip. Next time, I think if I ever do come, I just stay on the Strip because to me, driving down the Strip is horrendous. Yeah, it took about 45 minutes on peak to get there, and that's going and coming.
Yeah,
so that's
just one lane
2 hours.
And yeah, for real.
We got hit on that same exact Strip.
That's a fact. Like the other night that it took us 45 minutes just to go straight. Like, and I'm trying to compare it to Miami because just imagine being at the top of Ocean Drive or Collins and you're like on 12th and it takes 45 minutes to get to First. Like, that's how it feels out here. Like Joy said, probably, I'm sure it's gonna cost a little bit more, but I totally agree that like people might want to just stay
on
at one of those
for a
boutique
day.
hotels
Yeah.
that's on the strip.
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna
can
just turn
just
down
walk
here
out.
real quick and then I'll go back. I want to just
Okay.
check. But yeah, so I would definitely say staying on the strip has its value because you're not going to be paying for taxis that much.
Which is extremely expensive.
Yes.
Was it?
We paid
Yeah,
about
that one
eight-
thing was
eight-
400 pesos.
No, it wasn't. It was
Yeah,
more
it
than
was.
that.
No, it wasn't. It was 400 pesos. It was 400 for
Okay.
me, 400 for them.
Okay.
And that was us sharing a taxi with
That's what I'm
somebody.
saying.
And that was one way. Could you imagine going back, coming there? It's, even if you do decide to take a taxi, like Joy was saying, you should rent it, go somewhere, and you spend your whole day on that strip. Like, walk it up and then walk it down, so you only pay one way going and one
But
way
I
coming.
really do see the benefits of staying on the strip because yes, the hotels is going to be more expensive. That's true. However,
More
However,
central.
you have access to it. Chambro's there. Mia Selena
Everything.
is there. Everything is pretty
The
much
roll-up,
right
everything.
there.
If you buy a hotel on the strip, most likely it's a beach club.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So you got
Beach
access
club
to
access.
another great
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, so all the things that you're going to in the
Tulum
day
for
is right
is there,
there.
yeah.
So that's what I would suggest. Other thing that I would suggest is don't get hit. Shit, do not get your car hit. To me, honestly, Mexico, they really,
I don't know who they favor.
I wouldn't say they care.
Yeah, word.
I wouldn't say they don't care, but they just they really, it's not useful. It's not in your favor. That's what I'm saying.
Mexico reminds me of what my parents told me when I first started driving. Like, sometimes you have to drive for other people too. You know, when you think that because you're in your lane, you're good, you're doing the right thing. I just feel like in Mexico, you gotta make sure they're in their lane and stuff. Like, definitely you gotta watch everybody else around you because they don't care in that aspect. You gotta help them out. If you don't get to the left a little bit, they gonna hit you. like it's really crazy out here. Yeah, they don't have lines in the road, so that may be an issue.
Yeah.
There's certain places I would not suggest heels. So here's where I wouldn't suggest heels. I wouldn't suggest heels for Azulik. Do not wear heels for Azulik.
I will trip you out.
I suggest for Taboo to have heels maybe in your hand, but do not wear heels for Taboo
The whole
either.
beach,
It's a beach.
restaurant
Yeah,
is
it's a
on the
beach club.
Yeah.
So
So
you'll just end up fucking up your shit.
Yeah.
Which one of them, I think the bottoms of my shit got fucked up. So very interesting.
The con, I would say, is that it's very dusty out here. Like, we had a lot of outfit changes and stuff like that. So, like, after we went somewhere, we would go back to the hotel. Like, I love showers, so I took showers all the damn time. Like, every time we came back, I'm not just changing my outfit. I took a shower and then I changed my outfit. Like, you will see visible dust on your body. Like, no bullshit. It's inevitable. It's just very dusty. And then even the car rental and stuff like that, like, everything acquires dust at a high rate. And it's probably just because, like we were saying, a lot of the roads are still dirt, sandy roads. So, you know, you just pick up that dust and it just kind of picks up in the air. Like, you're around sand a lot of places and it's just dusty. Like, it's just dusty. You get as dusty as your car, really. Like, it's just dusty. And then, you know, the conversion is about a bitch. So I would say we haven't made it to Cancun, but so far I have spent $500. Wait, no, because I used my card. I want to say I spent about $600 and something. About $600 and something, I would say, because I took out $300 before I came. I still have $40 of that left, but yeah, whatever. I took out $300 when I came. I took out $200 from the ATM yesterday. I still have some of that money on me, so I haven't used it all. So maybe I shouldn't say I spent $600 and something, but I still use my card for like one of the places we ate because I wanted to keep my pesos, and that was like $100 and something. That was Chambro. So I would say, like, and we've been here so far for 5 days. So I've basically spent about $100, let's say, about $100 a day. Which, now that I think about it, is not that bad. Yeah, that's actually not that bad now that I think about it. Because, I mean, if you're visiting New York City, like, you better be prepared to spend $100 a day. Like, yeah. So that's one thing that I must say. Like, in all reality, I really don't feel like the prices are astronomical, like, in my view. Because when I go out in New York City, like, I go out. Like, whatever I want to eat, whatever I want to drink, I'm getting it. Like, I'm just one of those people. So to me, in reality, that I really just did the math like that, like, nah, it's not that bad. Prepared also, I mean, it's not really a con necessarily. It's just the places we went to. So just be prepared. Some of those, you know, the beach clubs and those picturesque places that you want to capture, like Azulik and Sifik, like a lot of their museums. That's what they really are here. You know, just be prepared to pay.
Parking is not free.
Oh yes, parking is not free. Yeah, I mean, unless you park wherever you want.
Make sure you counter that when you're thinking about how much you need to bring.
Yeah,
that you have.
Because the parking for us, like, we got one.
We had to park was 300
pesos, and the cheapest was 100.
So.
Oh, another con is watch them, because they don't be trying to give you back your change. I can't forget that. That's a big. They want to, like,
I went into
that was a big thing.
Yesterday and got chicken. I went in, I said arroz con pollo, avocado, corn. And then I paid for it, and then she pointed at the tip jar.
Yeah.
I was like,
calculate your thing, like, subtract it on your phone, and know exactly how much you're supposed to get back.
She showed me on the computer that it was like 120 pesos. I gave her 120 pesos. That's like, I don't know, $10 or some shit. Like, I don't know what y'all talking about tip. I paid you for the food. That be losing me.
Yeah.
It's not even like a choice out here. They be really thinking, they're confusing.
Yeah. So just be, like, mindful of that. Like, I was just whipping out my calculator towards the end when I started peeping by, like, day 3. Like, I'm gonna take how much money I gave you, subtract about what that is, because they keep your 100 pesos, bro. They'll keep your 100 pesos. Like, that's a meal somewhere. For the pros, I will say pro, you can capture a picture just about everywhere. The trees are beautiful. Every single restaurant, why don't you pull over? Every single restaurant that you're gonna pass on the strip, their entrance is made for you to take pictures at. Like, it doesn't even matter whether it was on the top 5 or you see it on every YouTuber of the places that they went. Like, every single restaurant, the entrance of it is beautiful, and you could just capture a whole bunch of different looks and different vibes and whatever it is that you want. Oh, something to keep in mind, it is approximately 600 pesos, a little bit more, approximately 600 pesos to fill up your whole gas tank. So just keep that in mind too. What are some things that you need to pack? What are some things that you need to have? So you'll start it? Okay.
Here we go. Definitely come with your sunscreen, bug spray for night, because if you're going to a cenote or anything, you really can't wear bug spray, but or sunscreen. But to have that in your bag. I also believe you should have a hat or a visor. And like I said, when we went to the bathroom at the cenote, I find it's best to have like little little tissue paper with you. So I would definitely suggest that as well. Always have like some slippers or some sandals with you, and I really do suggest water shoes. That's very important. And yeah, you guys go ahead.
Okay, go ahead, Shay. Some things to pack. That's what we're starting.
So facts to the water shoes, because I felt like they were so needed that I ended up paying like $30 for a pair out here that I could have got on Amazon for like $7. But if you're like me, like, it's literally like skin crawling for me to like touch seaweed with my toes and algae and rocks that are wet and things like that. And then just other things that's really dirty. I'm really a hygiene person. Like, people's hair be on the floor. People be spitting and stuff. I would just say to definitely get water shoes if you care about not having nasty stuff all over your feet, which I do. A waterproof case, because if you are like a in the water person, it came pretty useful to me. We got some good videos that you guys are gonna see, because it was useful to actually be able to not worry about my phone being damaged at the end of the trip. So I have a little splash proof case. Like Joy said, something, I didn't wear any sunscreen, and I wouldn't even say that I would come back with sunscreen. I'm not a sunscreen person, but definitely like a big hat that could like block like your face and your shoulders, at least, maybe, so that you're not getting burnt like that, or your face isn't a whole different color than the rest of you. What else would I say to bring?
Definitely make sure you have like some nice, cute go out outfits. Everybody wears something a little flowy. Sorry, I thought that was it again. A very flowy, very you know, nice little bodycon or something. You just want to be able to get your pictures and look beautiful with the whole picturesque scenery behind you. So I would definitely suggest making sure you have nice outfits. Don't wear anything with too much cloth. You're going to burn the fuck up.
Yeah, even at night.
Yeah.
Get naked, bro. Yeah.
And a tip, this is not for packing, this is something for purchase. Make sure you purchase your water. You cannot, if you are American, you cannot drink the water here in Mexico. So that means brushing your teeth. You need to do that. You need to have your bottled water. So make sure you have your bottled water just for drinking purposes as well.
Make sure to bring a towel, like a little something, because like at the cenotes you don't get a towel, so, and you have to come with all of that type of stuff. So have that. I mean, if we went to a beach club, they would have gave you a towel, but if you go to cenotes, then you don't have a towel, and you do have to wash off. So I wore wigs, so I like do-rags, so I would say to have a do-rag with you.
Make sure you have scrunchies. It's really
Scrunchies, yes, there we go. Scrunchies.
So I can put my hair up.
Make sure you have scrunchies, yes, because it's gonna get hot. And whatever you was going for, it may just, you need, maybe your neck needs to breathe a little bit or something like that. So just have them scrunchies so you can get a little versatile.
He doesn't like to swim, but I would
Yes.
just say, for any black girls that plan on coming and you do like to swim, as most places, I would recommend the protective style so that you could just keep your day going, you know what I mean? Like, just, because the way, I also feel like Tulum, everything closes, like, generally at the same time. So
That's
yeah,
a
so
big
you
con.
don't want to have to come out here and spend like, and then you don't do like the baby hairs thing, but that's why I didn't wear a wig, because it's like, girl, if you think you coming to Mexico to like put every baby hair, you're not about to have time to tear your frontal out here.
It's gonna sweat out.
It's gonna lift backwards, and yeah, it's not working out. Protective styles will probably be easier for you to just keep your day going. I definitely recommend.
And also, I recommend Shea Packed It. I recommend packing the little camera light, because when you're
Like
out
a
at
front
night,
cam.
when you're out at night, you want
It's
to be
dark.
able to take
Dark is
pictures,
fun.
but it's dark. I would definitely suggest having that as well when you're doing your makeup in your room. A lot of the
Hand mirror.
places, a lot of the places, the mirror is
Also not really that much of a good lighting.
yeah. So I would just use that.
Yeah, pack a hand mirror with you ladies, like a big one, a big hand
And when
mirror.
it comes to makeup, you should know this by now, but if you don't, powder is your best friend here in Tulum.
Yeah.
Powder.
That's why I
Yeah,
mean, stuff
powder
like
it
that.
up.
You have to just change it up. If you don't usually wear braids, you might want to wear braids. If you don't usually do powder, you might want to do powder out
Yeah.
here, because you just got to. It's hot as fuck.
Yeah, the
And
liquid is
Edge
gonna, you're
control
gonna
don't
sweat
work
out.
here.
Yeah.
And
Just come take that.
as you guys will see in the videos, every time you see me, my hair is pretty much almost, I think this is the only second day I've had this type of hairstyle, but my hair has been pretty much different for every day. You know, just because it's in braids does not mean you can't style and profile it.
Exactly.
So, you know, you just keep it cute and protective hairstyle, and when you go home, you condition the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Can't wait to put a hair mask in.
Yeah.
We didn't really use it, but maybe if you're into that, you could still keep, we didn't have the batteries for it, but a little hand fan. And if it sprays water, it's cool, but I don't think that's really necessary. You are sweating bullets. So I think I saw a lot of people with just like a little hand fan. So that would be cool, and make sure you have batteries because that would be helpful. But you can buy batteries at just about all the little pharmacy, this, that, and the third. What else?
If you have a GPS on its own, you could do that as well to conserve your battery.
Yeah.
But if not,
definitely bring a GPS. You have to keep your phone on because you need the LTE or the whatever, because there's no GPS inside of the cars, I mean. So you definitely have to, you got to be prepared to spend whatever your little data amount is. So you need to look that up. That's just if you're driving. Those are for the people that's driving. And either way, like, because there might be a language barrier between you and the taxi cab driver, like me and Joy had experience, then you still need to like bring it up on your Google Maps. And he literally took my phone and drove us home because I put it into my GPS. So either way, like, you need to have a GPS. Like, even if you're on a moped, an ATV,
expensive ass car. We saw BMWs and stuff out
Yeah.
here. Wants to come to Mexico and pay for that.
Google Translate is your friend.
Yes. The language barrier is real.
Yeah.
It really is real.
I tried to ask for sweet wine and they don't even understand sweet. I thought when I say things, I don't know why I think when I say things in one word they might get it. I was like, sweet.
Yeah.
She like, no.
Yeah.
And like Gabby said, my Google Translate was not getting service in the supermarket, so I just had to take my chances, and the wine is not sweet.
Yeah. So it's really real. So if you can pack a Spanish friend or someone that can speak Spanish, pack them the fuck up. Pack them up, girl, because you need them, like, for real. Pack some oil or some body shimmer, because if you just really want to give yourself the extra pop, you know, me and Shay were into like editing and stuff like that of our photos. So like, even if you pop the little extra glow, you know, y'all know what I'm talking about on Facetune, on your little shoulder, just to make it poop poop, you know. So that just may be something you may want to keep in mind. I made my own shimmers. I had some like highlighters that broke up and shit like that, and I just added it with some regular oil, shake it up in an old bottle, and that's it. Shay had body oil. So anything to just give that little extra shine if you're into that. What else should you pack? I'm trying to think, y'all. Make sure you pack your money. It'll be easier for you to either exchange money or just have it with you at all times. Like, you may think you're not. I tried at first to budget myself and say I was gonna spend like $60 something a day. Like, I forgot what the number that I had came up with. Right? Exactly. So, see, I told them. See, I told them my goal. And the first day I walked out with only that amount, and I did not spend that amount in that one sitting. So just make sure, like, have basically, I mean, I don't know how much you're converting, but have all your pesos on you, because
and
you
Cash
just
App doesn't work out here, by the way. Chime does.
Just in case y'all wondering.
Cash App got back to me and basically said they don't fuck with the international shit. So if you do want to ever happen to use debit, or you do end up needing to use the Tulum ATMs to withdraw, like Gabby said, the convenience fee is a whole nother issue. But your Chime card will work. Your Cash App card will not. Under no means. So don't come out here thinking you good with your Cash App.
Yeah. Hand sanitizer, Lysol wipes. Or yes, baby wipes. We did use our baby wipes every day. Like, for girls that have lashes, it's just gonna help you to get around there, you know what I mean, without having to.
Especially when they don't have tissue paper in the bathroom.
Yeah, tissue paper, word. That's gonna come in handy. Or they have tissue paper in the bathroom, but you didn't know that the tissue paper is outside the bathroom, and you were supposed to take it before you went inside the bathroom. It's normally by the where you wash your hands. So boom, that's another key tip. Because they do have tissue paper, but you were supposed to grab it outside. Shit, we went to the lagoon and they had it by the faucet, and it was folded in like the size of a triangle. Like, it looked cute. Like, whatever. So just keep that in mind. Anything else they should pack? Oh yeah,
You
face
do have
mask.
to wear
Yeah.
face
In
masks
certain
in
places,
Tulum.
yeah.
A lot of people make it seem like in Mexico you don't have to wear face masks. You do. They do have announcements. You could be on the street and you'll hear an announcement
Coming out from the supermarket,
yeah,
they're going to translate it in Spanish and English, telling you have to have a face mask or you're going to be fined or you could be arrested. Like, bro, for real, for real.
And pack your patience. You need a lot of patience driving here, driving for the other driver, just trying to communicate.
No stop sign.
Yeah.
All the speed bumps that I told y'all is not colored.
Yes.
All the speed bumps.
The taxi drivers, the van drivers, you need so much patience, even with being with your family and friends in the heat. The heat is different than back home if you're from America. So therefore, you just need to pack your patience and just remember you're on vacation. So it is important to enjoy every moment and every second because you know what, this is what God gave us. So it's important. Make sure you have your driver's license, your passport, and a credit card. I do not suggest using your credit card if you can help it. But if you have to have it, like if you're renting a car, it's important that you have it. I really wouldn't use it for any of the little huts or I wouldn't try to use it for the restaurants and stuff because their fees are so much. Especially even when we were just buying something, they're like, if you use your card, it's like as if you paid $150 instead of $100. So, yeah.
The bigger places you'll be fine. The Chombros and all that, like they gonna charge you regular.
Say for me, it just makes sense to like prepay for the roaming.
Yes, that's possible. Yeah.
Doing the $5 a day probably adds up. I should have listened to my mom and just did the little $10 package for the 6 days or whatever. Because, like we said, most places you're not gonna get service. So it's like, unless you wanna like, I'm just saying as far as posting, you might end up staying somewhere where you don't get to post till the end of the night when you get back to your spot. Because driving, you may have no service all day. Walking, you may definitely have no service all day unless you pay that roaming fee. So I would say that that's a tip, is just pay that roaming fee. And what else? The Airbnb surprisingly didn't have soap. So if you're gonna stay at an Airbnb, ours only came with shampoo and conditioner. So
I have soap.
Oh, okay. Oh, so there was soap. It wasn't not
body
bad.
wash?
We had shampoo, conditioner, and a blow
My room
dryer.
only came with shampoo and conditioner. So it's like if I wasn't the type to
I have packed my soap too.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. Oh, see something to pack. So all your toiletries, your toothpaste, your toothbrush, especially if you're staying at an Airbnb.
Your soap
All your toiletries, your perfume, your
And
oils.
make sure you check to see if they have a stove or a kitchen because we did meet a couple and they had a propane tank outside.
Yes, an outside grill.
He was like, you know,
And a hot plate.
He's like, we turn it on. He's like, we turn it on, and if the flames don't come on, we turn it off.
He said we told him to get the fuck out of there. He's like, I'm not fucking with propane. They that could blow down a house. Like,
So
yeah, it was an outside grill.
that.
It sound cute, and I told them it was like outside grill. I'm like, oh, that's nice. He's like, yeah, it sounds nice. Like, no, they was shook. They couldn't reheat their Domino's tight.
Because like Joy said, we did a lot of outfit changes. I'm just that person that's gonna take, like at home I take 3 showers a day even when it's like 60 degrees outside. So definitely in Tulum, I showered in between every outfit change because like I just can't do like the boob sweat and then pat it down and get into a new fit because it's hot as fuck. Like that's what I'm saying, even if you're one of those people, I really don't perspire easily, but it's like giving me titty sweat. This is the first time I've seen my face sweat and things like that. Like I literally don't get like pouring face sweat.
Yeah,
It's
I feel
disgusting. Yeah, it's disgusting. It's really disgusting how hot it is out. Disgustingly hot.
Another thing to pack, if you're in an Airbnb and you plan on having some days where you cook, pack your seasoning because it doesn't make sense.
And a little Ziploc bag, that would have been cute.
I was lost within the supermarket because it's another translation. It's another language barrier.
Yes,
you saw
back
when
to
the
that.
white girl came to me and was like, she found the salt. Somebody literally came to get me when she found the salt because we both were about to buy some whole other shit that we thought it was salt. It was white, it was grainy. So it's like, you can't come out here assuming that the supermarket is gonna, ain't no Lowry's, ain't no Old Bay, ain't no nothing like that. Seasoning salt. It's real basic. Salt, pepper, oregano. I didn't see no damn parsley. I like parsley. Just a little splash on the top. I didn't see no parsley. So yeah, pack seasonings. Literally, that's a great tip. Pack seasonings. If you plan on making a little shrimp, it really blew my mind that there was no Old Bay in the grocery store. You need that. What do they season with? I don't know.
Oh, and when you are at the restaurants, pay attention to the waiter and waitress when they come around and tell you what's hot, what's guacamole, and what's chipotle. Because the reason why I said that is because
if you don't like that shit gonna burn your tongue.
To us, a lot of things might, when you're looking for something spicy, what's the color? You might be looking for something red, right? Or like a little orangey, maybe, but it could be chipotle, right? But they got green spice, they got white spice.
I never seen white sauce that was spiced up.
Like, I like the chipotle
They
sauce.
season butter out here, There was some garlic butter. And some parsley, basil butter. It's some what? Oh my god.
Truffle would never. STK would never. Out here,
what was that? I think that was chambro. Bro, chambro, it was, we all love chambro.
I remember when I used to love that, like, damn, like Cheesecake Factory give you the little chocolate bread. That's my favorite part of visiting Cheesecake Factories because the bread is good, and then you know your entree's gonna be good. But out here, yeah, they definitely shitted with the chocolate bread.
Everything.
We had one bread that was
100.
like a mini pizza. They put a tomato on it.
Yes.
And feta cheese.
Oh my god, there was feta inside
That's
of
the
it.
appetizer.
With a tomato
That's free.
sun-dried on the top.
This is the free
That was
bread,
their
y'all.
free bread. Yeah!
But no, other than that, bring your spices because they lost me.
Yeah, if you cook it out. Definitely.